Alright, we're back. Still playing Near Mage. And so yeah, we've just found out the magic word. So the question is, do we have to send a message now? Can we do that somewhere? Go. Alright, we should probably just fast travel. No wait, this is the wrong one. Fast travel here.
I think I figured out your secret word, Najil.
Let's hear it.
Aconitum.
Bravo! I am impressed.
Great. Now would you just tell me who the other two mages are?
I am afraid that information is not mine to reveal. Should you discover them, you hold the word to put our powers back together. That should be motivation enough, right?
I guess. Thank you, Najil. I'll see you.
Be well.
So what other mages do we know? Quests. I don't think there's any quest objectives so far. So who else do we have that is a mage? But yeah, now we don't have any objectives, not even explore Rakus.
Take my advice. Keep away from vamps.
So I guess the TIM is full of mages. Nothing to talk to with the groundskeeper. Can we talk to Strigoi? Nope. Dorm. Common room. House.
Probably best to not be summoned there.
Okay. And you've...
I just cast Brain Burn on myself. If you know who I am, please take me to my dorm room.
No, can't talk to you either.
I swear, one of my roommates is studying to cast Cherry Blossom. Whatever for? Are you Team Dallas or Team Strigoi?
That way to the Aula Magna, where classes are held.
I don't think we can meet anyone.
Talk to you later.
Nobody we can talk to.
Hey, I know this flower. It's got such a particular smell. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, Miss. The memorial house is closed for repairs.
Okay, thanks.
I wonder if Aura is a Kickstarter reward and they just went, well, it's Romania, we have to have some Dracula-related museum. And then they just put that character in front of it, you know, as a Kickstarter reward so that that person is in the game and can say, well, sorry, we're repairing here, or if that will be available later. Nothing to talk to about.
Oh, wow! I saw one of these things in my mom's old pictures. Doesn't look like it's working, though.
Aw. Broken old-fashioned radio.
Illy, what's cracking?
Not much. You? Still waiting for the truth to fall out of the sky?
Pretty much.
I think they forgot to remove him. Because, like, we already gave him the solution.
If you're looking for the books, try the Sarians.
So cute that this, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a raccoon or something. And the other guy are reading a book together.
What it is and what it do.
I should leave.
Safe travels.
Hiya, Harry.
I thought I told you not to call me that. Or was that someone else? You kids are all starting to look the same.
You charmer. Listen, I gotta skedaddle.
Good.
Okay, nothing that we can learn from him, apparently. Okay, Gavril has nothing to say. This shop
Some
front?
kind of mechanical shop. Lots of cogs and dials. Doesn't look like it's open though.
You got something against vampires, huh?
Not a great inn, if you ask me. Owner's a jerk.
Hey, you're really right.
Who's asking?
I'm Niagu. This is Lika. We're students like you, Near Mages.
I don't remember seeing you around.
Yeah, we're new. Listen, we've heard you've been doing nicely, solving problems round town. You're pretty good at getting around, they say.
I guess.
So me and Lika here, we're wondering if you'd be up for, like, a collaboration.
Yeah, see, we got a hot tip regarding Professor Spragoy's research. Interested?
Strigo, you idiot!
I'm all ears.
Rumor has it he needs these doohickeys for whatever weirdness he's up to. And if we get him for him, boy, will we be in the professor's good graces.
Do we know what the doohickeys are?
Oh, we do, but we gotta know you're in before we tell you.
Yeah, see, the deal is, you help us find them, and we each get one. Give it to the prof, profit. What do you say?
So I do all the legwork and you do...
We got leads, okay?
Yeah, without us, you wouldn't even know about this.
Are those the ill grandfather guys? I kind of expected that, but it seems no. Oh, what could probably go wrong? We'd probably just grab something.
Okay, I think I'm in. Let's find these doohickeys.
And we share them when we find them, right?
That's the deal, yeah?
Great! Well, we need to get some Balor feathers.
Oh.
You know where the Balaur's at. Why don't you get the feathers yourselves?
Well,
We're cowards, okay?
I'm too much of a wuss to face that damn thing.
Same, but we gotta get the feathers. Meet us here once you figured out how to summon the thing.
Okay. Well, I guess we've got something to do.
Have you been around
You already said that.
Have a good day.
Wishing you the same, miss.
Not really any new conversations here.
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh right, there was we got the secret word for the Gold Leaf Society, didn't we?
Fangs out.
Indeed, but you don't seem to have any.
Just visiting. I'm Illy.
Samudia.
What's with the upside down candles?
Some of the frats like to hang head down from the ceiling. It's a courtesy to them.
But how do the flames not go upwards?
Magic.
Of course. Silly me. I assume you know Abraham Crux.
I do.
Are you cool with him hunting down your kind?
Are you cool with law enforcement catching criminals?
Yeah. I'm not cool with killing them.
No offense, but vampires aren't humans. You can't just easily contain us like you do your fellow man. Those of us who go rogue can do a lot of damage unless you put them down.
I see. So is the place empty, or...?
It's packed, actually. We are a bit shy, you see.
More like collectively ghosting me. About selling blood here, I was wondering, is it safe? You know, from diseases and stuff.
We cleanse and double test everything we sell, miss. But there are things about vampires you're clearly unaware of. When more of us congregate in one place for a longer time, like we do here, we form a coven.
Like witches.
We were first, but whatever, doesn't matter. When us vampire frats form a coven, we naturally give off well, I guess you'd call it an aura. It's invisible to most eyes but ours, and it cleanses any blood that comes into contact with it instantly.
Cool. So you're incentivized to feed together.
Not only that, it makes feeding alone very dangerous.
Draining.
Yes. It's called that also because blood doesn't hit the air first. Since you're, you know, biting down.
Ew.
You don't know what you're drinking. It's not just bad for the victim, bit of an understatement there, but also potentially for the frate that feeds.
So nature somehow drove you away from being predators?
If you choose to see it that way, sure.
Fascinating. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Huh. Fascinating. That's a cool way of you know, to have this. I wonder if that was you know, intended from the start, or if it's more like we have this 500 Kickstarter characters to draw, and I don't have time for a room full of vampires. Let's just make it empty.
I don't drink, and I really don't.
What are you trying to sell me, huh?
We're still looking for the guy in the red clothes, aren't we? Or no, that was the bully, right?
Apparently there's a passage to somewhere beyond these trees, but I'll be damned if I can find it.
The path gets really dark and creepy farther that way. I won't risk going further without knowing what I'm doing.
Okay. Read about the Balour. I guess we can do that. Oh. Huh. Maybe it's both. Because here it says, find a way to help old dying Floria. Read about the Balour. So we have the same... Huh? No, wait. Yeah, I guess that's the... Yeah, like when they showed up, I was like, okay, yeah, those are all Spiridush. They look like that, but then they started talking and were like, oh, we're students like you, and we need it for the professor. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just assuming that since they're the same kind.
I seem to have lost my keys. You haven't seen them, have you?
Or maybe the guy who sends noobs to find treasure told the noobs the feathers will help, but actually it's a lie. I mean, that could still be part of the issue, yeah. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Institute Library. Vestiarum, Balaur.
Looks like I need the feathers of a certain bird. Wonder if I could find more info on this Zagan.
Balaur can only be summoned by certain species by burning Zagan feathers in a place the Balaur is known to haunt. Okay, so we know that but the flesh of the Balaur's young is believed to be a universal cure by some species, especially the Spiridush. That doesn't sound good. But, I mean, we have the spot where we think like a carnivore hangs out, right? And I think the bird in the bar, in the inn, or whatever, where the rude guy is, okay, they're prone to be sickly, often affected by diseases. Natural remedies that they have managed to impressively extend their life expectancy, where a few generations ago the sight of an old Spiridush was rare indeed. Their family bonds are some of the strongest in all species, and their loyalty and dedication to their elders is unparalleled. Here, Zagan.
Bingo. That's the bird I'm looking for. I know I've seen it before, but where?
In the restaurant, bar, inn, whatever it's called. The Zagan is a beautiful, usually crimson-feathered bird that is known to all of Romania, but has its origins in the woods around Racus. Extremely rare, their endangered status has made them suspicious about anyone approaching them. As feeble as they are rare, they are particularly prone to all kinds of diseases. You are bound to be ignored or dismissed by a Zagan unless you are privy to the proper way of approaching them. A Zagan may consider paying attention if spoken to in a very respectful and polite manner. It is said that burning Zagan feathers in a place that is known to be inhabited by a Balaur may have the effect of summoning that awesome creature. Okay. Okay, so... Racus... where is... Highwatch Avenue, I think? No. Mindshade Passage... Starlit Plaza... Yeah. Wait, can we go... Can we talk to them more?
Balaur?
Yeah, it's like this dragon bird thing.
They say there's one living in the woods northwest of Racus, in the middle of a lake.
Huh. Okay. Anything about Balaurs you can tell me?
I heard they're really mean and protective of their stuff.
Yeah, better read up on them before paying that thing a visit.
Yeah, meet us here once you figured out how to summon the thing.
Okay, nothing new there. Hi, Gotcha. How's it going? Can we... Huh. So we're just trying to get some feathers from this birds, it seems. You're doing okay, good. I'm actually feeling pretty good today because it was actually not very hot. That was a lot nicer than the previous days. So, yay. Pleasant weather is always better. And we've made good progress in this game today after being stuck last time. But basically the main thing last time was... well, basically they expected us to run around the map and find something that had changed. And so that was and so I looked it up and found, oh, okay, that's what they're supposed to have us find. And it was just like, it was a bit hard to tell because there's so many, you know, just decorational characters in the game. It's sometimes a bit hard to spot ones that are actually relevant. You ate food that was too hot temperature-wise. Oh, yeah, that's not... So is that, like... So it's... I hope it's something that just heals and not something that you need to see a doctor for. But yeah, that doesn't sound like fun, yeah. I'll have to look up... Feels like the weirdest sore throat. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Yeah, I'm sometimes a bit too quick when I cook stuff, and so, you know, like, yeah, if it gets worse, you'll see a doctor. Yeah, be careful about stuff like that. Internal injuries are never quite fun. But I think, yeah, well, anyway, good luck with that, and I hope it's just something that will feel awkward for a while and be a little teaching moment, and that's it. Alright, let's see if we can respectfully talk to this bird.
A big, beautiful bird with vivid red plumage. Quite the sight, too. It looks very, dignified.
Huh. That's it?
This bird of yours, am I right in assuming it's a Zagan?
Well, I'm impressed. Yeah, he's a Zagan, though I wouldn't say I own him.
Can you tell me more about him?
It's a special bond that ties the Zagan to anyone giving him shelter or food. We're connected, like, psychically. Don't you dare laugh.
Who's laughing? Does he have a name?
Not that I know of, and I wouldn't presume to give him one.
Can you tell me more about him? I find him fascinating.
They're a sensitive species, the Zagan. Very prone to diseases. Gotta be real careful what you feed him, how you treat him.
You seem sad about it.
Yeah, he ain't been feeling well lately. I keep asking how to help, but he says he won't bother me about it. Says the inn needs me, which is true.
Uh-huh. Does the Zagan speak?
Not per se, but it does communicate. Through me. You get it?
So if I ask it for something...
I'll know what he says, yeah, sort of.
Venerable and mighty Zagan, it is an honor to be in your presence. Your plumage is majestic and your eyes burn like two crimson suns.
Oh, he liked that. He asks what he can do for you.
Mighty Zagan, I would be forever grateful to you if you found it in your heart to part with a few of your feathers.
All right. He says he'll grant that wish. Here.
Woo. Cool.
Thank you so very much. It is truly appreciated.
He's wondering if he can ask a favor of you. He's been feeling feeble of late, and he thinks an infusion of frost petal would do him well. Would you find that flower for him?
Of course I will.
So, apparently, there's frost petals growing in Sigishwara, but he don't know exactly where. And there's definitely some growing in the darkest, shadiest part of the woods here in Rakus.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, we could do something with a spell here now. Interesting. We know the frost petal in Sigishwara. He sounds like a cat owner. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen the cats in this game yet. Oh, but we'll actually see one of the cats, I guess, if we go to Sigishwara. Where is it? I think it's Eastgate, yes. There's one of the cats. I love that they have this animation in there. Okay, but what we were going here for really was the flower.
Oh, neat. Found the frost petal.
Okay, so let's see if we can do this, or if there will be something that makes us go into the dark area. Starlit Plaza, yes.
I found the flower you needed, Mighty Zagan.
Oh, he says it's real sweet of you. And for once, I concur. Thanks, Brad. I really hope this'll help fortify him.
I hope so too. See you guys.
Alive, the Zagan survives. Okay, so if we hadn't brought him that flower, that would have had consequences, apparently. Interesting. There's so many little things they have in this game. Like, given this is a, you know, like, indie kickstarted game, there's a lot of game in there. And, like, a lot of little things that can have consequences. I like that. I mean, we haven't really seen that many consequences yet. So I might just be imagining things and they're going like, oh yeah, X will remember this and X will remember that. And then in the end you go like, this never came up again, did it? So who knows, but we'll see, I guess. Like when I peeked at the walkthrough, there was like a short mention of like something earlier that we had done where it said like, oh, this will have consequences later in the game if you need help from this character. So we'll see, I guess. Okay, so I think we're first supposed to Flickerlight Landing, I think. That was Vine Shade Passage, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're supposed
Hey guys! I figured out how to summon the Balaur. Weirdly enough, it's feathers again.
Awesome! You go to that little island in the middle of the lake and do it.
We'll wait for you on the shore.
Remind me again why I'm the one doing all the work.
We got the intel, you cover execution. That's how good teams work.
See you on the shore once you got the feathers.
Alrighty.
And that was like, that they tell me, hey, it's this island. I mean, we've seen that spot before. Like we've been there. So that was kind of obvious that it would be, or at least, you know, not surprising that it would be that spot. Like I kind of expected, oh yeah, we've seen that, but that they actually tell you is interesting. Okay, I guess.
All right, I think this is the spot. Let's burn some Zagan feathers, I guess.
Hi.
A human.
Hi.
Why did you summon me?
Hey, I'm Illy. I'm here for some of your feathers, I think.
What else do we expect from your species but delusion? You've been set on a false path, little human girl.
What do you mean, false path?
Here's some free education. You can only pluck a feather off of a blue balaud when it's dead. Once I have been summoned, I'm magically bound to grant you a wish. And before you ask, my own death is the one wish I cannot grant.
Oh, damn it.
Wait. I can smell why you're here. You have been cohorting with the Spiridush, haven't you?
It's
It's not wise to lie to a Balaur. Tell me, how did they get you to do their bidding?
Ugh, they said we'd get in good with a professor.
You are, a bit surprisingly, stupider than I thought.
Why would the little guys lie?
The Spiridush are just as dumb as you humans, except they're more twisted. Want to know what they're really after? Our flesh.
Your flesh? Those little dudes?
Little but devious. They try to steal our young, and if they succeed, they eat them.
Wait, what?
The puny idiots believe that consuming us cures their every illness.
Yeah, that was what we read in the book, so no surprise there. I'm a bit sad that we didn't get the opportunity to, or maybe I missed it, but like there didn't seem to be an obvious way to go like, hey, I've read this. Yeah, right? It's a really cute little guy.
Does it?
I don't care much for your questions.
Sheesh, well, do I get my wish now?
I am magically bound to grant you one, yes.
Those are not good wishes. My guess is these are probably like, we're probably limited to wishes a Belaur can fulfill. And they'll say no, but I mean, these all seem kind of weird wishes. I guess we'll see.
I've always wanted to be just a bit taller. Can I get that?
It only slightly bothers me how misguided you are, human child. I'm not a genie. I can only give you what is mine or do something our kind can do.
Aw, man. Like?
Roar loudly, fly you somewhere. Spit blue flames and lay waste.
I don't think any of those help.
Yeah, I don't wanna get the limit.
You and the Spiridush really don't like each other, huh?
Would you be on good terms with someone who tried to kill and eat your young?
When you put it that way, your baby's really cute.
He is not of me, but he is mine. I care for him deeply.
Not of you?
I found him as a hatchling near his mother's corpse. Those Spiridush bastards got her, but not before she pecked them all to death.
Jeez. So, you took him as your own, huh? What's his name?
Humans always having to label everything. We do not name our young, but he is important. One needs something to live for. He's what I live for.
I see.
You will not wish for him, will you?
Would you be bound to give him up if I did?
Yes, I would be bound to do it.
Hold on. I'll be back.
I am magically bound here until I grant your wish.
You lying little bastards!
What?
You knew I couldn't get the feathers. It's the little Balaur chick you really want, isn't it?
Look, Illy, I know us Spiridouche have a reputation for being...
Sneaky jerks?
That's one way to put it, yeah. I'm sorry we lied, but we do need the Balaur's chick. Desperately.
It's Grandpa. He's right outside Rocco's with our sister. He's dying, Illy. Nothing else can save him.
I'm sorry to hear that, but killing a Balaur's young one?
A glorified blue chicken. You may not like it, but that's what it really is.
The big chicken I just had words with was smarter than the both of you put together.
The little ones can't talk. They're as smart as your average duck. Won't even say mama for at least another 20 years. Grandpa ain't got days, let alone years. Wouldn't you offer chicken to save your granddad?
Oh, come on.
We can't do anything about it. With how things have always been between us and the Balaur, normal rules don't apply to us. The big bird won't even come if we summon her, but you can. You ask for her chick. She has to give it up.
Illy, you're the only one that can save Grandpa. I know we lied, and to be honest, we can't really give you anything in return, but please, please think about it.
You've got to give our Grandpa a chance, Illy.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm off to talk with the Balaur.
You can use magic on the Spiridouche, or make a choice regarding the Balaur chick. Do we have any magic that would make sense? Raining Blood, Cherry Blossom, Frost Petal, Ghostly Crew, Heart Frost, Homunculus, Mind Switcher, Rainmaker, Snow. Huh. Let's save here. Kill baby to save a grandpa. Nah, yeah. It's gonna... So... I mean, it's probably not close enough to switch... Like, I could probably switch their minds, which would be pretty pointless. Let's see what other spells we have, because, like, of course we have spells, might as well use them. Okay, we have temporarily switches 2 persons mind vicinity, sensitive, single use only, yeah. A dream of spring. Conjure up a ghostly image of... Well, that's all ones we can't do. Subject is forced to tell the truth. We can... We've already used that one, I think. Also not really useful in this case. Frost Petal emerges from the ground. Its distinctive bittersweet smell is said to bring back intense memories, good or bad. Freezes one's heart figuratively. Sensitivity and feelings are out of one's way, for with cooler hearts prevail. I don't know what this do. I wonder if this would make them, you know, like, be less despair about their grandfather and see it logically and go... And I mean, they pretty much already think. So homunculus wouldn't help, I guess. Rain, blood rain wouldn't help. Snow wouldn't help. That's pretty much it. Cherry blossom or frost petal or hard frost. I'm just curious. Like, I think I'll just go back and see if I tell this. If I can find a way to not. Like, what answer do I have to give to save the little bird? But, freeze. Oh, that's actually the description in the lower right. I never saw that. Okay. Beautiful frost petal. Let's try that one out just to see what happens. I also want to try out cherry blossom. And I want to try out frost petal. But I think I'll save scum out of these. I just want to know what happens. Seems to be so little you can do with these spells. Although, I mean, we did what, solve two things.
Bro, I was thinking, feelings aside, better that a Spiridouche live and a Balor die than the other way around.
Purely rationally thinking, yeah. That's best for our species.
So we're determined.
We are, man. Nothing must sway us.
Shit.
Okay, yeah, so that doesn't... So that actually makes you cold-hearted. That's good to know. Okay, let's load from the save. Alright, what else do we have? Let's see what that does.
Wow, this smell!
Brings back memories.
Perched on Grandpa's knees and he's telling us stories. Remember, Lika?
I remember. We need to save him at any cost, bro.
Nothing must sway us.
Oof.
Yeah, we don't really have any good spells for this, I think. Okay, what does Cherry Blossom even do? Maybe I'll try Mind Switcher just to see whether it works just between the two, then I guess we'll get a funny moment or something. Or if it works with someone else. Let's try the Cherry Blossom first, because A Dream of Spring is very vague. Okay, it's kind of like rain. It just has cherry blossoms falling down.
Pretty.
That's it?
That's it. Pretty.
let's see what this does. Probably only those two, and not the other guy, right?
Bro, what the hell is happening?
What the? How am I so ugly all of a sudden?
What are you on about, dude? You look amazing.
Oh gods, this ain't permanent, is it? Get me out of this repulsive shell!
Bro, you're so hurtful.
Dude, I'm sorry, but this ain't the time for pretty little lies.
So you find me disgusting, huh?
No, of course not, just...
Adios. Wait, how am I here again?
The spell wore off and you were switched back. Your brother's probably more confused than you are now.
The hell with him. Never speaking to that fool again. I'm going home.
What about your grandpa?
I'll try and find another way to save him. I don't need my stupid brother. And I don't need you either.
Sheesh. Good luck, Lika.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, that would actually be a solution. To kind of... to break up two brothers. So the question is... do I want to take this? Let's have a quick look. Because mine... no. Mind Switcher, that would be single use only, so that's the only opportunity where we can use it, but it doesn't doom the grandfather. But I think I'm not... I said I would save Scum, so let's go back out here and go back and just...
I've talked to the Spiridouche. They need your chick to save their grandfather.
Sacrifice my young so that one man who died the same in a few years may live a little longer. Is that really what you're asking of me?
Jeez, no, of course not. I could never ask that of a mother.
Your words soothe my heart, young human. I did not expect you to understand me. For once, I'm wrong. And glad of it.
Don't even mention it.
Those rats asking for my infant, are they close?
Yeah, they're waiting on the shore.
They lied to you, and they want my child dead. They deserve to burn. I can arrange that. Should I?
Of course not. I mean, they're desperate and they really did something bad, but, you know, kind of understandable.
No. They just wanted to help their grandfather. You can understand that, right?
Don't ask me to sympathize.
Yeah, okay.
What about your wish? I can't leave until I grant it.
Aww. Okay, so that's cool. So we can wish to set the Balaur free, which might change something, or might make the Balaur go and go after the Spiridouche after all. Or we could say wish care and love for a young one, which means someone could still call her in. But someone is breaking firewood out there. Okay, so the other option would be wish care and love. I mean, that's something she'd do anyway. So I think I'll do that, because that means they can probably not call the Balaur. Let's see if that works. You know that the Spiridush can't just find a second person.
I wish for you to be set free.
Thank you, young human. I will not forget this.
I'm afraid I don't have good news for you.
What? The bird is supposed to give you what you ask for!
I didn't ask. I wish your grandpa well, but I'm not killing a child for him.
A chicken! You eat chicken, right?
Let it go, man. It's not happening.
You killed our grandpa. You just killed him.
Come on, bro. It's not like that.
Yeah, it is. She was his only chance. You killed him.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't have that kind of thing weighing on my heart. Best of luck to your grandpa.
Murderer!
Okay, this is a slightly worse ending than the one we got with the magical spell. Because if we use that spell, he says he'll look for another way. So we'll see how that works out. The neighbors are kibitzing through the window. No. They're just downstairs making noise. In their garden. Alright, so what else? Check on Florea. Uh-oh. This... Aw.
Looks like the old man didn't make it.
What the heck? Oh. Oh.
I guess my innate talent's active now. Wow. Looks like the old man.
Skin.
It's a Mitskin. Let's see. Dear Alinka, I've sensed that your innate talent is ready to be discovered. Meet me in the Aula Magna, where you usually take your classes as early as possible. Just use the door directly. Truce be.
Okay. Just a quick check. Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure whether I was covering anything here. Luckily, most important things in this game happen in the middle of the screen. Oh, now actually it works. Now you can see the huge cat-like thing. And when I point at it, it actually says...
It's really enjoying itself, the huge pink darling. So interesting to see the place from the teacher's perspective. I bet we look tiny and unimportant. It's big and imposing, but it doesn't look comfy at all. Douse must be a rough fella. Hey, the Institute loves Mitskins too. The optical effect is absolutely stunning. As far as being a window, though, can't see anything through it.
Anything else? Nope.
Ah, you're here.
Yep. So it's happening, huh?
It is, yes. I've sensed you uncovering the sign that proves your innate talent is ripe for discovery.
Crazy stuff.
Indeed. Now, to bring it out and see what its nature is.
Cool. How do we do that?
On my part, even if outwardly not much changes, it involves a lot of mental focus. As for you, I'm afraid it's going to be a little scary. How do you feel about being trapped?
Trapped? Haven't thought about it. I guess I'm as reluctant as the next girl. Not excessively, though. Why do you ask?
The first time you use your intel is unpredictable, so I have to make sure I keep you in one place. You know, to have an eye on you. I'll just place a small, round, magical trap around your ankles so you can't run or fly off in panic. Does it sound bearable?
Okay, I guess.
I'm ready. Here goes nothing.
All right, I'll spring the trap. Remember, once it appears, I can't remove it. It needs to burn out by itself. I'll start focusing. You just stand still, okay? Oh no, that huge slab's gonna fall right on top of you. Do something, Alinka!
Why do I suspect that that's not real? Ah.
What the hell? How am I here? This looks just like the safe place I escaped to when I closed my eyes. This feels real. I can touch it. How the hell is that possible?
The day the earth went away. Make it to yourself place. She mentioned that before, that she had this safe
Maybe
place.
If I focus again, I can get back.
Welcome back.
Man, that was scary. I'm happy to be back, I guess. But I almost freaking died.
No, you didn't. Allow me to explain. I was a bit dishonest with you, but I had to be. You were never in any danger, Alinka. I was controlling that loose slab telekinetically this whole time.
You were? Why would you do this to me?
Because, my dear, you really needed to believe you were in peril for your talent to trigger. I had to set up everything as such. It's been done like this for ages. And by the way, you are strictly forbidden to tell anyone, understood?
Yeah, so my talent...
It's what we call a transit. Where did you go?
Oh, that. It's weird. I've always had a place I mentally escaped to, but I always thought it was just imaginary. Now, it was like real. I could actually touch it, walk around inside of it.
I see. That is special indeed. Most students whose intel is a transit usually just teleport to a random, real-life location, whereas you've made your mental escape into a real place. Fascinating.
Not intentionally.
Doesn't really matter. You have a very, very special kind of transit. Let me know if you have any questions.
I wonder if that's really what happens, or if it's more like she remembered a place and used that as her mental escape, you know, and that later it comes out that that's her, that that's a place that actually existed, and for her it's also just a random place.
So I can just go there anytime?
I'm afraid not, my dear. These kinds of inner talent only trigger when you need them most. That usually means you'd be in danger.
Yikes. Well, actually, it's pretty useful, huh?
I'll say. I hope you won't be using it soon, though.
Yeah, same. So, something I've dreamed up became real. That's so weird, though.
Apologies if I'm being too personal, but it might have something to do with your avoidant personality. Either way, what's striking is the dual nature of your talent.
Huh?
On the one hand, you can physically transit to a safe space, be away from harm, even deposit things there.
I can bring stuff? Oh, cool.
On the other hand, that is your one safe space. Should anything bad make its way in there, the very fabric of your inner shelter would be in danger, becoming a place of darkness and despair, robbing you of your respite. Even if it'll be years from now, remember, you must be very careful what you carry in there, intentionally or not.
Well, that's dark.
It's a nice metaphor, though, don't you think? Taking on burdens that weigh on us, maybe even with the purpose of helping others.
I guess.
I think that's everything for now, but if you have a moment, there's something I want to discuss.
Shoot.
Listen, Alinka, there's something you should know about me. I took on studying innate talents precisely because, well, I don't have one.
Oh.
What you're not born with, you try to make up for with hard work.
Makes sense.
A bit ironic since I am very sensitive to them, but what can you do? But there is something else I was getting to. Please know that I don't study magic just for fun and games. I am one of the few people painfully aware of the dangers of evil rising.
It's rising?
I think it is, yes. In the form of forbidden artifacts that could resurface.
What evil artifacts do you mean?
Don't take it personally, but I can't involve you in anything concerning them. Just know that we're not as safe as we think we are, regardless of the world we come from.
Well, that was opaque.
Sorry, but it's dangerous stuff. Best left unsaid.
So, there's something you need to ask me?
This may sound strange, but I've been watching you. You're a problem solver.
Okay.
Fighting back against evil is not as straightforward as you would think. My efforts are not exactly sanctioned by the Institute.
Uh-huh.
You get around, Alinka. Unlike myself, there aren't many eyes on you and your actions.
Except yours. So, you need my help? Like being a spy?
Not quite a spy, no. But yes, I want your help, if you're willing to offer it.
So, you want to fight evil, right?
A bit of a tradition in my family, yes. I want to be in the first line of defense. And I don't want to wait until it stares us right in the face when it's too late.
How can I help?
Let's talk soon, all right? I'm staying in a building right next to the Institute, here in Hazyview. It's on your right as you walk toward the northeastern road. I'll send a midskin one to come visit me.
All right, Truce. Thanks for revealing my talent.
Happy to, my dear. Let's hope you never have to actually use it.
Amen to that.
This sounds a lot like we get the opportunity to imprison someone in this secret place. And now I'm wondering... Let me just check. Because she said runs in the family, and I remember... that a character in Gibbous peace. Oh, so maybe that's again the parallel thing. Because we know that Najil, the plants guy, he's kind of the same as Barnabas, I think, from Gibbous. Like, he's a brother or whatever it was. And he had a daughter. And I think the daughter... Was that Peace? But I guess it's not the same voice actress. Gibbous. Peace. Can't really find... Nope. Okay, I can't find it. Like, I'm thinking that she might be... Wait, her last name was B, wasn't it? Which would make sense, because Barnabas Buzara... So I'm thinking that she's... I think she looks a little like like Barnabas' daughter that you meet.
Ellie!
Ah.
I'm happy I ran into you. Kodrin tells me he wants to talk to you whenever you can.
I'll go see him right away. You wait for me here, okay? I have something to discuss about... you know.
I'll stay right here.
Okay. But yeah, that makes that would make sense that she says it kind of runs in the family. Okay. That she's probably Najil's daughter. And I mean, Peace and Truce, it's the same style of name as well. So that would be a...
My
parallel
man,
thing.
Kodrin. Hey, Illy. Glad you're here.
There's this rumor that a trio of mages used to reach out to strange outer gods right here in Rakus.
Yeah, I'm aware. One of them is definitely Najil.
Oh, wow. How'd you know?
I heard the rumors. I looked into what plants he was growing at the time. I just put two and two together.
Do you know who the other two were?
Sorry, no. I didn't look into it since it didn't interest me directly. I can tell you that, whoever they are, they mostly keep out of sight.
Right. Thanks. Anything new in town?
Generally speaking, mages chatter has died down all of a sudden.
The weird magic supremacist people? That's a good thing, right?
Either a good thing or a very bad one. They've either given up or are away preparing something. And whatever that is, it's bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there's talk that the Hidden Camp is back in town. I mean, next to it. Somewhere.
What's the Hidden Camp?
It's this Roma traveler camp. Nobody other than its inhabitants knows where it's located. There's a secret passageway to it, and I've been trying to find it for ages. No particular reason, I just, have to know everything.
If I find out, I'll let you know. What's this about, my dude?
I'm gonna be blunt. You're being followed.
What? How? Why? Who?
I can't answer any of those. My sources all over Rakus have been hinting at this. I don't know who it is, and I don't know why, but someone's keeping an eye on you.
Well, it's good to know at least. I'll keep an eye out.
Whatever you and Tudor are involving yourselves in, 1, be careful, and 2, can I get in on it?
We'll see if we really need you at some point. Cool?
Cool. I'm not just a mole wrangler, you know. I can fight.
I don't doubt it, my man. Bye, Master Spy.
Be careful out there, Illy.
Okay, he hasn't been abducted. That's
Tudor,
good.
what's been up?
Meeting a lot of kids, really interesting ones. Students, of course. Trying to see if there's anyone who could help us. You?
Boy, where do I start? Viserion. You know Viserion, right?
Of course.
He's gonna help us look up the strange god in this book. The Book of New Gods. We just might find out what that thing's name is.
Whoa.
And get this. There's a trio of mages that knows how to reach out to these gods. I know who one of them is. Najil.
The flower guy, really?
That's what I said. No idea who the other two are. But I do know their secret password, Akhenaten. We find out who they are, we find out what the god's name is.
We actually reach out to it?
It could help us.
This is scary stuff, Il, but somehow with you by my side, I don't feel that afraid.
How have you been feeling?
You know what? I'm sick of complaining. We need to find out what this unknown is and destroy it or make it go away. Bitching about it won't help.
That's my Tudor. These two other mages that Najil reached out to gods with, how do we find out who they are? Did you meet anyone that could help?
Let me think. There is this kid. I honestly don't know much about her, just that she's some kind of whiz when it comes to magical knowledge.
What's her name?
They say it's Priscilla. A friend of a friend's, Dewar, swears there's nothing this kid doesn't know when it comes to summoning, far-reaching, that kind of stuff. But she's weird, Illy. She hangs around the institute, but I'm not even sure if she's a student. She's always cooped up in her room at the inn.
I should pay her a visit then.
There's just one problem, a hefty problem. Her bodyguard, Cadmus. You're gonna have a hard time getting to her.
I like a challenge.
Priscilla, we remember a Priscilla. She was the creepy little girl in what was it called, Fishmouth or something like that? In Gibbous. So if she's back, that would be cool.
See you later, Tudor.
Bye, Illy.
Or maybe it's just, you know, a common name in magical circles. Who knows? But I would love if we had more characters from I would love if we had more characters from Gibbous showing up in this. Cadmus. Oh, that's Cadmus. Okay.
This guy looks busy and, like, super focused, whoever he is. I'll just let him be for now. Anything notable happening?
Let's see. Lots of rumblings about the hidden camp. Either in or somewhere near Rakus. I don't even know what that is, and if it's so secretive, who even cares? Other than that, someone's been trying to buy the Oriab Arms. The building it used to be in, that is. Eastern side of Flickerlight Landing. Owner's nowhere to be found, though. Looks like he left Rakus altogether. That's about it.
Interesting. Thanks. I gotta skedaddle.
Good.
So I think the camp is probably in the forest where that explorer guy is, who says there's supposed to be a secret path there. And the arms, so that's that closed weapons shop, I guess.
Is there a kid named Priscilla staying here?
Is there even a point denying it?
Can you tell me the room number? I'll see myself up.
You discuss that with her sitter first.
Who's the sitter?
Long-haired guy with the hat at that table there. He gives you the go-ahead. It's cool with me.
I'll talk to him. I gotta skedaddle.
Good.
Hi there. Hairlam tells me you're Priscilla's bodyguard.
Oh? Did he use that word?
I think Cadmus can, defend himself.
No, he used a pretty different word.
Silly of me to care for semantics. I do look after my tiny client, yeah? Do you usually walk up to strangers' tables and make small talk?
Oh, it's not all small talk. I'm Illy. I study at the Tim.
A mage in training. Very honorable. Cadmus Crux. Glorified babysitter.
Crux, are you related to Abe?
Abe? You're that close with my father?
I guess. Were you also a vampire hunter, before?
I used to cut down creatures of the night, yes. That's in the past. Tell me, is my old man still moping around in the cemetery?
Actually, I helped a little with that. He's moved on.
You did? Well, you are one industrious young woman.
I grew up with everyone yelling, "Be proactive," at me. Some of it stuck.
I will not just take your word for it, though. Please, wait here. I have a cemetery to visit.
Fine by me.
So, you were truthful.
I try to be.
What you did means a lot to my father, and to me. Let me know if I can reciprocate.
Are you and your dad okay with each other?
I like to think so, though we do have our differences. He let his conscience get in the way of his job. Not smart in our line of work.
You don't have that problem?
Everyone has a conscience. You can numb it down if you need to. Old Abe never really learned how, though. Kind of drove us both out of business. So here I am, getting ordered around by a preteen.
I need to see your client.
Well, old Abe had nothing but good things to say about you. I guess there's nothing to object to. You haven't spoken to my client before, right?
Nope.
She can be a bit blunt. You have been warned.
Noted. Let's go.
Yes. She has a fish creature that a Shoggoth or something? Toy. That's cool. Okay. What else do we have in this room? Nothing else.
Priscilla! Wow, you're,
Just a kid?
much younger than I expected, yeah.
No one forced you to come find me. I hope.
Right. And I didn't mean to sound condescending. Cadmus is a nice guy, but, may I ask why a kid your age needs a bodyguard?
I can put up a fight, but some extra muscle doesn't hurt. I've pissed off a lot of people in my lifetime.
Wow.
Don't worry, they had it coming. They were hurting fishies.
And we love fishies, don't we?
We sure do.
Can I ask about these bad people that were hurting the fishies?
Cultists, I guess you'd call them. Back in Fishmouth, that's where their headquarters were.
Never heard of the place.
They're not a problem anymore. I saw to that. I guess it's what made me interested in gods. You know, summoning them.
Really?
Yeah. It's one thing to deal with baddies yourself, and a whole other thing when you've got a fish god on your side taller than a 5-story building.
You summoned that?
Well, not quite, but I'm getting there.
There's a rumor in town that you're interested in seeking out gods.
Try and keep a low profile, but people will talk. Yeah, what of it?
I think I might share that interest. But before that, there's also this tale of 3 mages from here, from Rakus.
that used to seek outer gods but gave up. It's true, you know.
Okay, so the neighbors are barbecuing. So that in turn means it smells very smoky in here now. Alright, let's see.
I do know the identity of one of them, Najil the botanist.
It looks like I know one more than you do.
Would you mind telling me who the other one is?
It's not that I don't want to, it's just that's not how magic works. As a student, you should know this already.
It's never that easy, huh?
That piece of knowledge requires a sacrifice. Something that you love dearly, and that I would love too.
So, I have to give you something I love, and that you would too, huh? What are you passionate about?
Chocolate, forbidden knowledge, outer gods, violent video games. But if you're asking what I love most, it's fishies.
Just fishies?
Anything that lives in water. Extra points if it's cute.
Noted. I don't have to actually kill anything, do I?
No. It's a sacrifice, as in you give up something you love in exchange for what I know. And I have to love it too.
Okay, I'll go look for a proper sacrifice.
Chop chop!
Find a fishy sacrifice for Priscilla. Okay, that's cool. Love that she's back. Okay, and Cadmus doesn't let you talk to him? But that's kind of cool that some of these characters are just, you know, like, aren't about to, aren't just, like, decorative and some you only see later. Okay, something fish-like. That's cute. Where could we have something?
Lies. Lies, I tell ya.
That seems kind of weird, but I guess it's the name of the river? Split, maybe Lake Shore. I mean, we've done two things here already.
It's
Come on, here to Shady Woods. Okay. Oh, the plant is gone.
I'm so tempted to peek inside, but I won't. The heck's wrong with me? But no gate. I wonder where. That leads out of Rakus. No gatekeeper or chimera in sight. I wonder where the veiled part of town ends and my, reality starts.
Where do we have anything fish-like?
I think I might have made a terrible career choice.
No fish.
Sturdy rock-hewn walls encircle and protect this inner courtyard. Makes you feel a bit safer.
I always thought it was pronounced hewn and not hone. Interesting. Doesn't look like any fish here. Well, we haven't gone... where is it? Starlit Plaza. Let's see. No. That's the other one. Okay, that shop is still closed.
Judging from what I can make out on the it's been...
I'm afraid I don't have change to spare.
Okay, nothing really that we can talk to him about.
I absolutely adore your hair.
Well, I guess this is, this might be something we'll have to do next time. Don't think there were any fishes among the... No, I think he picks like all sorts of birds. Well, maybe that's in Sigishwara? Is there any place Barrier Fields? No, I don't think there's even a river in Sigishwara. Okay. Whoops. Setz wird. Find a fishy sacrifice for Priscilla. Yeah, but I think this is where we'll call it a day for today. We've done a nice long stream and we've discovered a lot of things. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, looking forward to figuring out more. I have no idea where we could find a fish for Priscilla, but maybe one of the shops would have something, because I don't think yeah, I don't think anything in Sigishwara, but oh right, and there's someone still in. No, wait, that was the other inn, not this one. Somehow I thought like, oh yeah, this inn.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, you!
So, what's been up?
All I know is I, personally, feel great.
I can see that, yeah.
Between you and me, all I do is daydream of where Sixton and I can visit together.
Huh. Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers so crossed.
Alright, anyway, yeah, that's it, I guess. We'll be back next Sunday at 5 p.m. Central European Summertime, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I hope you'll be back then as well. And I guess I'll have a quick peek who let's see who is on right now, who we can raid. Maybe, I don't know. Is there something? No. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Yeah, we'll be back in a week, about 4 hours ago, if you want to do the calculation that way. For more Near Mage. So, hoping you'll be back for then as well. And have a great week. May things go well for you and the world. Bye-bye.